On August 5th, 2021, the YouTube channel 402 Outdoors returned with a challenging adventure on the Nebraska River. This channel is known for capturing the rawest moments of fishing. No embellishments, no staging, just hours of waiting, occasional failures, and sometimes a small victory that makes the whole night unforgettable. This time, the spotlight was on Crystal, a woman who had just returned after months in Hawaii. She wanted to tackle a challenge she'd never tried before, catching a flathead catfish weighing at least 20 pounds.
Hoping to get a big old river monster. You're just letting all the string fall out there? All right.
I just like... Don't show him my mess.
If you could.
That afternoon, golden sunlight stretched across the Nebraska River. The group prepared thoroughly. Fishing rods were assembled, live bluegill served as bait, and they even brought a bow and arrow to hunt gar, a species notorious for disrupting nighttime fishing. Excitement filled the air, mixed with laughter. They nicknamed each baitfish Felipe, Jose, Richard, and the biggest one, jokingly called Big Bertha.
Go to work, Felipe. I might go down here for now and let Felipe do his thing. I don't know, maybe I'll bring one. Let me go see what kind of bullhead. This was my biggest bullhead I had out, so I just didn't want to get him snagged right away. We'll let Felipe chill. Yeah, so she's on the hunt for a giant. That's what we're coming out here today to do. There's actually some people in our spot over there, so we're gonna wait until they leave. We're hitting the post spawn in search of her for a big old river monster. All right. Hey, yo, what is up, guys? Welcome back to another one. As you can see, Crystal's back in the old state. You were living the bougie life out there in Hawaii.
Just a little bit.
She hit me up, she was like, you know what? I want to catch a big one. Let's get a big old Pokemon. We're at the right time, honestly. It's the post spawn, the big old flatties. That's our target today, is the big old flatties. She really wants to get A, a flathead, B, a big old flathead. What's your poundage we're going for?
At least 20, the least.
She wants to hit the 20 mark, anything.
As dusk settled, their patience was tested. A bell signaled a bite, the rod bent, and the group thought success was near. But it was just an aggressive gar, a fish that tears up bait but never gets hooked. Time and again, they reeled in shredded baitfish, the hooks empty. The group had to switch tactics, cast deeper, wait longer, and hope for the real one to show up. To keep spirits high, Crystal grabbed the bow and took aim at the gar. Flashlights glinted on the water as she drew back, arrows flashing through the night before disappearing. At one point, she nearly hit a carp, and laughter broke the stillness. But after that brief joy, the night grew cold, and silence returned.
All right, well, Crystal, what's his name?
Jose.
Is this swimming in the mud? Oh, yep, he's good. Jose be kicking. All right, we're gonna yeet Jose. Good luck, Jose. Go to work. I just bounced it into a deep hole. Jose might do some good work out here. All right, Jose's in a deep hole. Go to work, Jose. Do me justice. What's this one's name?
Thelma.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo, right?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. I'm not a kid anymore. I don't watch that. No. All right, Thelma's getting the yeet. Go to work, Thelma. All right, good.
Yes!
All
My
right.
hot dog down for you.
We got no Garski. That is pretty nifty. Probably doesn't even have it. Yep, wasn't even on him. It was just caught in his teeth. Crystal with the old gar. Oh, yeet! You want to try to eat him? Hold him up. Oh, show your massive catch.
While Crystal prepared hot dogs for dinner, a bell rang again, this time different. The rod bent sharply, and the host shouted, "Flathead, hold on tight." Crystal rushed over, gripping the handle. She followed every instruction. Let the fish pull, don't jerk, just keep steady pressure. But then, the weight vanished. The hook slipped free. The group went quiet for a moment, then laughed, half disappointed, half excited.
You want to keep the rod a little more bowed. Oh, let him go, Yep. He's taking you for a ride now, reel. So he's gonna do, like take runs like that, and then you want to keep the rod bowed. Yep, perfect, you're doing great. He's gonna be right here in a second. Let him go. He's taking you for a ride. Whenever he takes line out, don't reel. He's gonna be right here.
It's a gar right there.
I know, I don't care about the gar. It's a flatty. Keep going. Got him. Crystal with a big old flatty. Ow, he hooked me. The hook's in my hand. Oh. Crystal with the flatty. Oh, I'm slipping. Oh boy. Uh-oh. I'm going all the way down. Oh, I'm stuck. Okay, you're gonna have to help me up.
Minutes later, another bell rang. Crystal reeled again, completely focused. The line tightened, and the water churned with heavy ripples. This time, a dark shape grew larger. The wide head and mottled body of a flathead catfish broke the surface. In the chaotic moment, the cameraman got hooked in the hand, but no one cared. The group pulled together. One final heave, and it was within reach.
Yep, that's a good flatty. Not a super giant, but that's 17. All right, so when you hold them, you can literally put both hands like this. You're gonna wanna hold them that way. It's just sandpaper. Just grab in and you'll feel where you can go way down here. Just go once. Yep, perfect.
He's so big.
All right, look at that. Was it worth staying the extra couple minutes? Big old flatty. Honestly, for being post-spawn, he's not.
The fish wasn't a record breaker, but it was close to 20 pounds, exactly the goal Crystal had set. Cheers echoed across the quiet river. They took photos, measured it, and carefully released the fish back into the water, holding it until it flicked its tail and swam off into the night. Suddenly, everything was quiet, with only the gentle sound of waves lapping against the boat. The gar they'd grilled over the fire was too burnt to eat, but no one minded. They had their real victory of the night.
What fishing's all about, guys. Teaching people. She had the time of her life out here, got her biggest fish, got her first flathead. Anything else to say, really?
No, that's it.
It was just awesome, basically.
It was awesome. Great day. Great night. Subscribe.
Hey, I like it. The YouTube lingo. But like she...
In the video, Phil, the host, shared that fishing trips on the Nebraska River are rarely smooth. Hours can pass without a bite, and then, in just one pivotal minute, everything changes. 2 earlier failures, one from a slipped hook, another from a tangled line, had nearly made them give up. But those setbacks made the success even more meaningful.
Consumed tonight. But what did get consumed was a big old bullhead. Crystal made it happen. Got the big old flatty.
Got it.
Nuts, bro. That was, honestly, you did great. And that's what fishing's all about, guys. Teaching people. She had the time of her life out here, got her biggest fish, got her first flathead.
Crystal, though nearly pulled over by the fish, kept smiling. She learned to control her breathing, stay calm, and trust her technique. That night, Nebraska was as quiet as ever, like nothing had happened. But for Crystal, it was the night she conquered herself. Not just with a 20-pound fish, but with perseverance, calm, and a true love for her hometown river. On April 17, 2022, the YouTube channel Sailing Nahoa shared a new chapter in their round-the-world journey, a video both beautiful and thought-provoking. Ben and Ashley, along with their 2 young children, left behind stable office lives to sail the open ocean, embracing a simple but challenging lifestyle. They're known not for drama or staging, but for raw authenticity, engine repairs amidst waves, sudden storms, and quiet sunsets far from land. In this journey, they left Sri Lanka, heading toward the Maldives, a route spanning hundreds of miles with no land, no support, just them and the ocean.
Basically the tip of Sumatra and the tip of Sri Lanka, north and south. And yeah, we're kind of straight smack dab in the middle right now, like in the middle of nowhere. And it's a lake. It's shockingly a lake.
The first few days seemed perfect. The sea was calm and windless, the sky like a mirror reflecting the water. But that stillness soon brought unease. Everywhere, plastic debris floated. Bags, bottles, fragments, even large foam pieces the size of car bumpers. "It's like we're about to hit a car fender," Ben said, half joking, half serious. The farther they went, the more trash appeared, forcing them to constantly change course to avoid it.
Maybe this is the Great Indian Garbage Patch. I mean, there's some small fish in there, but I don't see any big ones.
I think that's very micro. It's like mega plastic.
As they drifted through this sea of trash, Ashley pointed to the horizon. Faint streaks of plastic stretched endlessly. Ben noted that many items bore labels from Indonesia, the Philippines, and Thailand. Both realized this wasn't just debris. It was a trace of humanity, of modern life creeping into the planet's most pristine places.
A car bumper. So all morning I've been dodging this garbage line, and sometimes there's big stuff in it.
Asia, they have a lot of food in little bags, and then they just tie it at the top with elastic's really tight. Like there's like soup in there or something, but that's what this is. I guess it just gets thrown in the ocean, or ends up in the ocean somehow. I don't know, maybe they just dump the garbage in the ocean, like they put it in bins and dump it in the ocean. I have no idea. There's footage of that from India. In Hong Kong,
they build these super cool solar powered boats, and they go around and they scoop up garbage. It's like they eat garbage.
Yeah, they scoop up garbage in the harbor though, and it makes sense because they're dealing with the problem before it gets into the ocean, because once it's out here, it's really hard to deal with. And I think the same thing needs to happen in Indonesia and a lot of these Asian countries.
One morning, while checking the boat's systems, Ben noticed the speed sensor wasn't working. Looking down, he saw a plastic bag tangled in it. With no other option, he dove in. The water was warm and calm but murky. The bag floated, stuck tightly to the sensor. He carefully removed it, avoiding damage to the equipment. When he surfaced, sunlight glinted off the shimmering plastic debris, a strange, bittersweet beauty.
So I stopped us before he jumped in, so we should be able to, not get going too fast. But we will probably be doing about a knot, but he's got his good fin.
After the fix, Nahoa sailed on, gliding across a sea smooth as silk. But the trash kept appearing, relentless. Each piece was a reminder that the ocean was no longer untouched.
It's been seriously scorching hot during the day. It's been epic.
As sunset fell, the radar pinged. A ship was approaching. A small light moved slowly from the southeast. Ben felt a flicker of worry. In the middle of the Indian Ocean, with no radio signal or rescue nearby, any encounter could be risky. Ashley took the kids to the cabin, while Ben kept a safe distance.
Yeah, a fishing vessel from Sri Lanka.
Motoring along, a fishing boat just came by.
The other vessel turned out to be a wooden fishing boat with a few fishermen. They didn't come too close. They just waved and then held up papayas, pineapples, and fresh mackerel. With simple gestures, they signaled a trade. After a moment's hesitation, Ben and Ashley understood. They tied beer and soda to a rope, floating it to the other boat. In return, baskets of fruit and fresh fish were pulled back.
Wow, nice.
Oh, we're worried. We don't want you to lose the beer.
No common language, just smiles and glances. That moment erased all fear. What could have been a dangerous encounter turned warm and genuine. As the fishing boat drifted away, their shouts of farewell mixed with the sound of waves.
I don't know what these are. I think they're like they're not skipjack, but they're something like that. Papaya and pineapple. I think we scored pretty good.
Willa just fell in the pool. Willa just fell in the pool. Bodhi's crying. Willa woke up. to, I don't know, bunny go wet.
That night, Nahoa continued westward. On deck, the golden papayas and the smell of grilled fish filled the air. Under the moonlight, Ashley whispered, "Maybe the sea isn't as scary as people think. It's also a place that reminds us of kindness."
I was just tired. Makes a huge difference. Anyway, I better go check on this thing that keeps, God knows where it is and what it is and where it's going.
Their journey from Thailand to Sri Lanka, then to the Maldives, gave them much to reflect on. The endless sea of trash taught them the ocean is crying for help. The encounter with strangers reminded them of kindness that transcends language. And the windless days, when the boat drifted slowly through vast emptiness, taught them patience, the greatest lesson for those at sea.
It's 2 a.m. Just on my night shift right now. Ashley just finished hers. Just want to give a little context to our situation out here. We are hundreds of miles away from any shoreline. So at our speed, our average cruising speed is 5 knots. That's multiple days for us. It's multiple days for most vessels out here because
As the sun set, the Nahoa sailed on, carrying fruit, fresh fish, and a beautiful story from the vast ocean. That day, the Indian Ocean wasn't just a place of challenges. It was a mirror reflecting the light and dark of the human world, where trash and kindness, danger and hope, coexist in the same waves. On January 15, 2023, the YouTube channel Curtis May posted a video that stunned the adventure sports community, a gripping 100% real kayak journey down a treacherous waterfall. Curtis is well known for his daring expeditions, captured with raw, unscripted footage. He's conquered wild rivers, like the Gauley, Thompson, and Mans Creek. But his trip to Agua Azul, Mexico, in December 2022, pushed his limits, physical, technical, and emotional, to the very edge.
Cool plug, yeah.
The location, dubbed the Five Kings, consists of 5 consecutive waterfalls, each with its own dangers, reserved for only the most experienced paddlers. That morning, Curtis and his 5 close friends began the journey in high spirits. The water was crystal clear, the weather was perfect, and no one imagined that hours later, they'd be fighting for survival. As the group approached the 3rd waterfall, the tallest and most powerful, Curtis veered slightly right, a miscalculation of just a few inches that changed everything. His kayak was sucked into the curtain of water and vanished. In the video, the frame shakes violently. The roar of water drowns out all sound. And then, silence. Curtis was swallowed into the darkness behind the falls, a dead-end space where the pressure and thunder of the water made cries for help useless. Inside, Curtis was trapped in a closed vortex, unable to see anything but a murky wall of water. He tried paddling, searching for an opening, but every effort only drained him further. 75 minutes passed, with no sense of direction or light. In his most desperate moment, he heard rocks cracking behind him. The water was grinding down the stone where he was stuck, a chilling warning that time was running out. No one left. They turned back, paddling against the current, a feat almost impossible in those conditions. Each stroke was a struggle. They tied ropes, trying to pierce the thick curtain of water, like liquid steel. Water stung their faces, hands bled, but they didn't stop. Several times the ropes were swept away and kayaks flipped, but Wesley kept returning, refusing to give up. As afternoon light began to fade, Wesley spotted a narrow gap to the right of the falls, where the water was slightly weaker. He risked everything, diving into the curtain and disappearing. And that's when the miracle happened. After over an hour alone, Curtis heard a voice. Muffled by the water's roar, but unmistakable, It was Wesley. Overwhelmed with emotion, Curtis mustered his last strength, paddling toward the sound, toward hope. When he saw Wesley nearby, they exchanged a quick nod and pushed for the gap on the right. Wesley blew 3 long whistles, the signal for Isaac outside. Instantly, the lifeline rope tightened. Isaac, from the outside, pulled them through the wall of water, inch by inch. The churning current fought back, but the rope held. When their heads broke into the light, all 3 collapsed, exhausted but safe. After 75 minutes trapped behind the waterfall, Curtis survived, thanks to the friendship and determination of those who refused to let go. When the video was uploaded, the global online community was floored. Viewers described their hearts pounding as the kayak vanished, then tears when the rescue whistle sounded. Wesley and Isaac were hailed as heroes of the Stone Ocean, but Curtis himself said it best. "I didn't survive because of luck. I survived because my friends didn't leave me behind." The footage captured not just a dramatic rescue, but a powerful lesson in calmness, perseverance, and trust. Viewers realized that even for the most skilled athletes, a tiny mistake can turn everything into disaster. Yet, in those life-or-death moments, camaraderie shines brightest. That day at Agua Azul, the river tested not just skill, but also courage and humanity. As night fell, the water's murmur continued, but now it carried a different sound, the sound of life, of a second chance. On August 28, 2025, the YouTube channel TFUE released one of its most daring videos yet, a thrilling adventure in the heart of a Category 5 hurricane in the Caribbean Sea. TFUE, once an icon in the gaming world, has shifted to real-life journeys where the lines between survival, fear, and exhilaration blur into one. This time, he and his crew decided to surf in Hurricane Erin, a challenge most would call insane. Hurricane Erin was recorded with winds exceeding 100 miles per hour, whipping up waves as high as 30 feet, capable of snapping boards, capsizing boats, or claiming lives in an instant. Yet, for TFUE and his team, that danger was the allure, to face nature in its fiercest form. The journey began at Chub Cay, Bahamas. They prepared fuel, checked equipment, and tried to stay calm as local boat captains shook their heads, warning that the sea was becoming dangerously unpredictable. But TFUE was resolute. "If there's ever a time to test yourself," he said, "it's today." As they left shore, the sea swallowed their boat. Waves crashed against both sides, each impact shaking the vessel violently. The onboard camera captured moments of the boat tilting nearly 45 degrees. 1 second showing only sky, the next only churning gray water. They had to detour over 150 miles, dodging swirling channels, burning through hundreds of gallons of fuel just to reach a remote reef, where the biggest waves were forming. There, the ocean roared like a living beast. Each wave rose like a towering wall of water, crashing down with a sound like thunder. TFU and his team launched their boards, paddling into the chaos, with only seconds to balance before the waves engulfed them. A single mistake, losing direction, getting caught in a whirlpool, or slipping out of a wave's tube, could send them crashing onto the razor-sharp reef below. In the video, viewers see moments both breathtaking and terrifying. TFUE riding the crest of a wave, the tube opening before him like a glowing tunnel, then collapsing in an explosion of water. It all happens in seconds, brief but eternal. When he surfaces, he shouts in exhilaration, as if he'd just dodged nature's blade. But the cost came quickly. One team member hit their head on a board, blood trickling from their nose and forehead, showing signs of a mild concussion. Another, handling an underwater camera, was stung by a lionfish, the venom causing searing pain in a swollen hand, nearly preventing them from paddling. Yet no one stopped. They took turns diving in, riding massive waves, and ignoring injuries and exhaustion.
My face look alright? Yeah, you're alright. Just got nosebleed. Just take a nap, man. Bored to the face so fucking hard.
When they finally spotted the distant lights of shore, everyone was too drained to speak. hands blistered, muscles aching, eyes stinging from salt. But they all knew they'd touched a limit few ever reach. Hurricane Aaron proved one thing. In nature's chaos, humans can find beauty and a stillness within themselves. TFU and his team didn't just conquer the storm, they touched the edge between fear and freedom, survival and exhilaration. In a recent video from the Burnin' Eights channel, what started as a peaceful fishing trip took a sudden, tense turn. Amidst the calm lake scenery, a group of anglers hoping to enjoy a day outdoors was startled by a gunshot echoing from the surrounding forest.
But there'll be a response video coming very soon, so stay tuned.
At first, they thought it was just a hunter's shot from a distance. But then, a second bullet ripped through and struck their boat. The impact left the group frozen. No doubt remained, they were in the line of fire. Those few seconds felt heavy with dread. A voice called out from afar, claiming the shots were only aimed at some trees nearby. Still, after what had just happened, the danger was undeniable. Whether it was an accident or intentional, a single misstep could have turned the situation tragic.
Holy shit! My boat!
Thankfully, no one in the group was hurt. They quickly left the area, carrying with them an unforgettable experience, both a shock and a stark warning about how fragile safety can be in the wilderness. On September 9, 2023, the brave wilderness team, led by Coyote Peterson, ventured to the Adelaide River in Australia's Northern Territory, one of the most dangerous waters on Earth, ruled by hundreds of saltwater crocodiles. These aren't just massive reptiles, they're apex predators with jaws that can crush bones in an instant. The video captured crocodiles lunging at bait dropped from the boat, their jaws snapping shut with a chilling crunch that echoed across the river like breaking wood. But what was even more terrifying was what lurked beneath the murky water. For every crocodile that surfaced, at least 5 others were hiding, silently watching.
And then it's amazing how quick it can move when it needs to.
What we call our plateau valve.
In one heart-stopping moment, a massive crocodile shot up from the depths, launching itself with primal force that made the entire crew gasp. Coyote emphasized that the Adelaide River is no place for humans to test their limits, because here, humans are no longer at the top of the food chain.
Big crocodile coming up on the side of the boat here. You think he's about...
Woo, that's awesome.
The footage ends with a chilling question. Would you dare look into the eyes of a saltwater crocodile, knowing one wrong move could end it all? For Coyote Peterson and the brave wilderness team, the answer is yes. Their mission is to bring viewers as close to nature as possible, even when the nature stares back with ancient, silent, and powerful eyes.
Jeez, this is the coolest part of the experience. You're gonna start seeing them chomp. Come on.